Some of us, though, we're not afraid of having too little. We're afraid of making the wrong move. I'm afraid if I step over here, I'm gonna get bad stuff, just like maybe before. If I step over here, I've been told what happens when I go that way, and I'm afraid I'm gonna do it. I'm afraid I'm gonna do it on accident, not even know. I'm just gonna drift and go the wrong way, or something bad's gonna happen. And for those, God gives us the confidence, here it is, of God's guidance, number 2, when they don't know the way. Those on the summit of confidence rest in God's guidance when they don't know the way. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. We just don't know. We don't think about how sufficient Jesus is as a guide, how well he's doing. I was talking to a new friend this past week, and all they could really say was, I just feel lost. I'm just so lost. Tears streaming down their face. I'm just so lost. I just don't know what to do. I don't know how I got here. I'm just so lost. And what this new friend is finding out as they turn to Jesus, really for the very first time, is that you're never lost, really, when Jesus is your shepherd, because he always knows where you are. Even if you don't know where you are, that's okay, because he knows where you are. See, Summit people, they know, I don't need to know the way always, because my God knows the way. Do you know that whatever you're up against right now, your God knows the way, and he knows how to get you to the right place? He knows the way, and he knows how to get you to the right place. Now, we have different humans that we trust for this kind of a thing, right? Like, most of us probably, you get on an airplane, you pay money, and you trust that the pilot is actually a pilot. And they know you don't know where to go. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to get there. All you know is this is a pilot, and that pilot knows how to get me where I'm supposed to go. Now, none of us start knocking on the cabin door of the pilot being like, why are you going this way? Like, you're not concerned about that. He's taken the wrong way. No, and we don't need to do that to our shepherd, Jesus, either. We don't just say, Jesus, why are you going this way? Because he knows the way. Because he knows where to go. He knows what altitude to be at. He knows always how to calibrate things just right to get exactly where we're supposed to go. Now, we might not always like the way. True. We don't like the way, always. But Jesus still knows the way. It's not a promise that we're always going to like the way. It's that Jesus always knows the way. He restores my soul. This is the word rehesh. It's soul. It's not just like your spirit person. It's all of life. It's your emotions. It's your mind. It's when you get frazzled. Anybody been frazzled recently? I don't know, man. I feel like it's easier to get frazzled for me in the winter. I don't know if it's the vitamin D I'm missing, something about it. It's easier to get frazzled. But Jesus is a shepherd, and he restores the soul. And sometimes we're looking at the world and being like, wow, chaos, disorder. If we could just get this in order. Or you're looking at your life, you're looking at your finances, you're looking at your kids, you're looking at your job. If I could just get this in order. Yet Jesus restores our soul. Let me give you some advice that a loving pastor gave me early on, and it stuck with me. Instead of trying to put the world in order, put the man in order, and the world will come into order. Instead of us out there, I'm trying to fix all this stuff. No. There's chaos here. Bring this into order. Come to your Savior. Give him all the things. Confess, I do not know the best way. I'm not my own guide. I do not know the best way or the right timings for the world. But you are God, and you are my personal shepherd. Lord, put me back in order. As you study his word and verses leap out from the pages to you, he's speaking to you, and he's calming you, and he says, baby. Does he ever call you that? Baby. Baby. I got you, and I know the way. Sit and drink and chill and relax in this pasture. See, we access the pasture by knowing I need my soul restored by God. So put the man in order, and the world will come back into order. That means, so this week, that means when something goes wrong, all right, or there's a surprise or somebody changes the plan, I'm not gonna say, now we're doomed. I'm not gonna spiral and be like, well, somebody changed it, so now the whole thing's out of control. No, God knew that was gonna happen. I'm gonna trust, Jesus, you are the restorer of my soul. I'm just gonna trust you that it's all gonna be okay. Slap somebody, tell them it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. He guides me into righteousness. He guides me into righteousness. He guides me into God's commands. He says, here's God's commands, do those. Do those because those are the wisest way. He tells us that as a shepherd to keep us from pain. See, he knows where all the little pits are for sheep. He knows where there's a poisonous snake. He knows where all the things are. And he says, no. Just walk in my commands for righteousness. Walk in the ways I've asked humans to go, and you'll be protected, and you'll get to the right place. Now, here's what's even awesomer, in my view. Little sheep don't always see some of the things that are about to hurt them. Little sheep don't always understand how much temptation could be coming against them. They don't always really understand God has kept certain temptations from you because he knows they will wipe you out. And so in his mercy, he just keeps you from certain situations. He just keeps you from certain people. He keeps you from certain grievances. He keeps you from certain hurts because like, that will crush them, man. That will get them so tempted into an area, they'll just start right off the path and jump off a cliff. That's what they'll do. What are we saying? I'm saying it's appropriate and important to praise our shepherd because he's kept you from stuff you don't even know that would have been your ruin. But he's a good shepherd. And so he led you in the paths of righteousness. You were getting off the path. He said, no, let's go over here. Off you go. Keep going that way. And sometimes he uses circumstances. Sometimes there's something we really wanted and it didn't happen. And we're like, what the heck? And God's like, well, you don't know what was down that path that would have ruined you. And so I see all things and I protected you from it. It looked like a disappointment, but it was actually me preserving the pasture for you so you could have a fruitful life. Now, some of us, the trouble is, and I've been here, I suspect most have been here, we believe that God would be our shepherd. We believe that he would even direct us, but there's part of us that says, but you don't know what I did recently. You don't know what I did wrong. I'm not really in good standing right now. There's no reason God should keep guiding me. You know what he should do? He should just be silent for a while because of what I did wrong. He should just let me run into the snakes and let me run over the cliff. But you know, for his name's sake, he directs me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake, not because I'm doing anything right at all, not because I've earned it, because I've been good this week. It's like, okay, well, now I'll let you go the right way. He says, this is the kind of God I am. I am a faithful God. I'm not gonna stop that just because you didn't obey. I'm gonna keep being me. I'm gonna be the faithful shepherd for my own name's sake. No one's ever gonna say of God that he just gave up on somebody. You know why? Because God don't quit. Slap somebody, say, God don't quit. God don't quit. God don't quit.